Hi, my name is Dyniecia Barnes of Health and Hair and Wellness Hair Loss Center, formerly Salon Joyer. And I just wanted to do a quick video showing you how to taper bundles that come with all of the hair full length. And so you don't have to, when you're separating the hair for a braid, you have to slide it to kind of taper the ends on both ends. And then it also makes the hair longer. And if that's what you want to do, then just do that. But in this case, the client doesn't want her braids to be any longer. She just wants the ends tapered out. Well, I want the ends tapered out because it looks so much better. So I just wanted to show you how I taper the ends out so that if you receive hair and it needs to be tapered, like if you want a particular color and that color does not come pre-tapered, this is how you can taper the hair out. Now, I'm sharing this one because I think it's an awesome technique. But then the second reason why I'm sharing it is because I charge $35 a bundle to taper the ends out. If you want to save that money, if you're coming to me to get your hair braided, if you want to save that money, here's how you do it at home. So the first thing I do is I secure the bundle with the little scrunchie that comes in the bundle. I take the scrunchie because the rubber bands don't hold it that well as far as making sure that the hair from one side of the bundle slides over into, let me see, is that far enough? And then also when you're trying to create enough tension on the hair in order to hold it out and do the cut, it tends to slide and stuff and stretch the hair like beyond this point right here. I don't want to be able to pull it down and it's pulling down here when I'm holding the hair. So I use the little scrunchies that come with the hair to secure it on my, what's this thing called? Hair Works. Let me show you what that is. So this is what I put the bundles on and it just holds it in place. And I have a marble top counter on my station, so the suction works really well. It's like putting it on glass. If you don't have that, you can use the mirror of your station. If you have a window that's easily accessible to you, you can put it on the window and just stand there and do it. But luckily my tops are granite, so the suction is fine right here, and it holds that hair. Let's show you. It holds that hair strong in place, and I don't have to worry about it slipping out of my hands. So we're gonna get to it. So one of my favorite protective styles is actually box braids. And I know a lot of hairstylists and trichologists speak against it. And I completely understand because people have done a lot of damage to people's hair with box braids because they braided too tight. But that is one of the things that I am known for, is that my box braids are not too tight and it doesn't pull on the edges too much. As a matter of fact, I braid the edges, but I don't put the braid on the edges. It's kind of, I braid it off base. And if you're a hairstylist, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say off base. If you're not a hairstylist, it's just too much to explain for this video. I don't want this video to be that long. I'll save that for another conversation. But so now I'm getting ready to do the cut. So my client's hair, like her natural hair, is probably about this long, right? And I want the bulk of the hair to be, kind of thick, because I want to have enough hair that I can tuck her hair in and you not see her ends. And the point of tucking, and nowadays I've heard that people are charging for tucking. I do not charge extra for tucking. I think that's part of the process that should be included if you're doing a protective style. And anytime I'm doing box braids, it's always for protective purposes. I've never done it for any other reason. I have no intentions of ever doing it for any other reasons. It's always going to be for protecting the hair. So I want enough hair, I want enough density left in the braiding hair that will hide her hair, preferably completely. That's my goal every time, is to hide her hair in the hair extensions completely. Because that would mean there's none of her hair on the outside of the braid to curl up as it gets old. And there's also no reason to cut or shave, especially her hair. I don't care nothing about shaving this hair. I don't want to shave my client's hair. So let's get to the cut. So her hair is about this long. So I'm going to start tapering it about this point down. So I hold the hair and I use my, well, these are called thinning shears. I use my thinning shears. And I point the shears down the hair at an angle because I do not want to create blunt lines. So I just point them down at an angle. Let's see, I hold it like that so you see what I'm talking about. I hold it down and at an angle. And the first time you saw me go across the hair, I did not hold it like that. I want the teeth on top. So I held it. It's kind of awkward for me, but I'm gonna try. I held it down at an angle this way, going across. And then I want to go from the other side of the hair, and I want to go down at an angle in the opposite direction. And it just diffuses those lines in the braiding hair. And then for the length of the hair, let's see if I can bring it back. Yeah. Okay, I'll just hold it up like that. All right. So I'm going to go down again, midway. I'll do 2 cuts there. 1, 2 cuts there. And then I go down a little ways more. Let's see. All right. And then I cut again diagonally. And then I do 2 cuts in the opposite direction. And that should diffuse the hair quite a bit. So you see what it looks like now. It's pretty thick. And then I just take my comb and I remove all of the hair. I just cut. Right, and as you can see, the hair is pretty diffused, but it's not diffused enough. So I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna diffuse it a little bit more. So down here in the longer pieces, I'm gonna take my thinner shears and I'm gonna put down and then diagonal. Take the comb, take that out. So as you can see, it has a more diffused effect at the ends. See that? And it's tapered out. So when I hold it like this, make sure I didn't create lines. I created a little line right there, but I'm not gonna worry about it. I'll be able to get that out when I'm braiding the hair. And then what I do, once I get it diffused quite a bit in the ends, now I want to taper the ends so that when I'm closing the braid, it doesn't come to a stump. It always comes to a really skinny point, almost like just hair, no braid. And then you dip that and it looks great for the life of the braids. So then what I do is I separate it into little pieces that might be the size of a braid, and I'm checking out to see that it comes to a point like so. And if it does that, I let it go. And then I just go through that whole side. So this is probably going to be pretty thick at the ends. I don't want that look. So then I'll take it, I'll spread it out. And at an angle, I take a couple more pieces out, bring it back together. Now it's coming more to a tapered point. I'm done with that piece. And I just go through it. And I do that. It's going to be chunky on the ends. And thin that out. And there we go. And I just do that through one whole side of the bundle. Give that nice point on the ends. And I mean, the sections that you pull out for tapering out the ends, they don't have to be perfect, because I'm tapering out the hair a bundle at a time. But then during the braiding process, I always do a nice blend of colors. She purchased, we are using we're using 5 different colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, we're using 5 different colors for her braids. And so she's gonna have some solids. She's gonna have a bunch of other blends. And so I'm gonna take this, and you see this little bunching that happens at the top, all of that. I don't want to tangle up her hair, and even though I gotta do the other side, it's gonna happen again. I'm still gonna smooth it out. And when you're smoothing out the hair, you want to gently comb, like just let the comb gently detangle the hair. And now you have tapered your bundle. There. If you enjoyed this video, give me a like, thumbs up, whatever the case, heart. I don't know where it's gonna be. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. And if you would like to see more videos like these and how-tos to come, subscribe to Health in Hair and Wellness on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. And that's spelled Health, I-N, Hair. All right, y'all have a good one.